to another episode of Chatting with Craft Atelier. This is our episode in February, so we should start off by wishing everybody a happy Lunar New Year. 恭喜发财，新年快乐。
Yeah, best wishes for everyone for the year ahead.
Actually, today's content was something that is a little unplanned. As in, we knew we always try to do a video every month. But what we were intending to say in this month's video was not something that we had expected to be saying. So it will come as a surprise for many of you, because even ourselves, we had not expected this major change
So soon anyway.
coming into 2024. Like it wasn't on the horizon for this year. And definitely when we were planning for this spring cleaning Chinese New Year break, we didn't expect that we will actually be spending a good part of this break handling this particular matter.
Yeah. So because we are located in an old shophouse, as all of you know, it comes with its challenges because of the age of the building and everything. So it's something that we've always faced. It was just never too challenging to the point where we felt it would actually affect our operations.
This building is pre-war, is it?
Or close to.
Close to war time. I mean, we understand that the building definitely was in existence in the 1950s.
As in, yeah, we just don't know whether it was built around that time or just before.
Just before the war. Yeah. So I think we have been in shophouse previously and also now. So we kind of know that there will be some of these building challenges. But I think for this particular unit that we are at, the challenges, I think, has the situation has gotten a little bit more, gotten worse, I think, probably with the age of the building as well.
And frequency
And,
also,
yeah.
it's more frequent when we have those challenges. So,
Yeah. So in fact, just when the new year turned in January this year, we actually had two major incidents that made it really, really very challenging for us to maintain our regular operations in this space without disruption and without the stress that, like, not knowing when another building incident will happen. Yeah. So with that, we met with our landlord. This was so this month, actually in February, we met with our landlord, and after some discussions with them, I think both parties agreed that it was probably better for us to leave the building. Yeah. For us, I think it's that we don't have to constantly struggle with the stress of, like, when will actually the building issues is a water issue, it's a seepage issue. So we didn't need to worry about the stress of when the next seepage will happen and where it will happen, because we do have our goods in this space. And then I think we also understand, because the building is so old, to really address the issue very thoroughly, the building owners will probably need to do a significant amount of work. And it's
So
hard to do this work.
it's not the best thing to consider if you have a tenant in space.
Yeah.
Right. So it's easier for them if you were to vacate and they have got the space to address the issue, and also for us to have peace of mind that they're not going to come in one day and have things flooded.
So I think both parties agree that this is the best situation that we can have for us to leave, so we don't have the stress, and also for them, once it is vacated, hopefully they can bring in, get some proper work done before the next tenant moves in. So in terms of timeline, you will know that we have a major masterclass series coming. We have invited Robin Smithy to do a series of workshop here at the end of April. And so we decided that we will want to aim to move in March, so that by the time Robin comes, we will actually be in either, like, we'll be suitably settled with the move. Yeah. And that we know we are in a venue where, we don't have to worry about sudden disruption to the workshops.
And if our new venue, should the new venue not be really suitable for Robin's class because we lack space, then we will also have time to source for a good
Event
space.
space, yeah.
Event space.
So I think being able to know that we can move out of here in March gives us then the mind space to prepare and ensure we have the right workshop location, as in right event location for Robin's workshops. Yeah. So I think looking at the current leasing climate, the commercial leasing climate, and the asking rental rates that many landlords are putting up on the market, I think realistically speaking, we expect that we will have to take a much definitely a smaller space. Whether it's much smaller or just slightly smaller, it's definitely going to be a smaller space and with less retail exposure. So we're not likely to be on a main road with grass
Kind
plant
of frontage.
frontage, like with an open frontage. And that is because I think for us, we have chosen to, we ran down the list of what we wanted in a shop. Ideally, in environment where money doesn't matter, then we would of course want everything. But given that, it is a very challenging economic climate.
So
for
we look at our wish
business
list,
owners.
look at our want list, look at our must-have list.
Yeah.
We decided that frontage is not a must.
Yeah, it's not a must have. I think what is must have for us is we want a space that is physically accessible for people from all walks of life, whether it's seniors or people with physical challenges. We want the space to be accessible. So a walk-up unit is definitely not in our consideration, really, because even for the two of us last time on the second floor walk-up, there are times where if we're not careful, we do trip and stuff like that, and that's too much of a risk that we're not willing to take with our elderly, our more
Especially when
senior participants.
people come to our class, sometimes they bring their own equipment. It's
Yeah.
heavy.
It's heavy.
It's not the best arrangement if you were to have a walk-up.
Yeah. So definitely we decided physical accessibility was important to us. I think parking and accessibility in terms of public transportation is very important. We want to try and be near a public transportation route. This current place, so far, our two locations in Juchet has always been near bus routes. But we would like to be somewhere where, continue to be served by public transport so that people of all means can come to us. Like you don't have to drive to come to us. Yeah. So with that, those are being our priority, and I think we want a space that is at least have some amount of natural light.
And if best, we stay within a certain region, a certain distance from this neighborhood, because we have built up
Yes.
clientele, we have feelings for this neighborhood because we started in this neighborhood.
I think a lot of you ask like why we have always chosen to locate ourselves in the east side, and that's because we are both Easties. Helen and I basically grew up in the east. The east is not quite as served with young shops. We feel at least for us, and the ones that used to operate in the east, some of them have the owners have retired and have closed their shops. So we want to stay in this area because of our familiarity with this area and because we feel that there is a need lah. And this area does have at least in this area there is a mature population where there are sometimes caregivers and family members that would benefit from the kind of activities that we run. So we want to stay in this area. So I guess east side accessible by public transport and physically accessible, like the building coming into our unit must be accessible. It's our main criteria for. So it's likely that we would then have to forgo other things like space, like frontage. Potentially we may forgo having a toilet and a sink within the unit itself. So that does also mean that we may not do as many wet workshops. Yeah.
So there'll be adjustments to the kind of workshops we offer, although given the right circumstances, we can offer those workshops at other locations. Just
In partnerships with others.
Just probably not within the studio, the new space itself.
And I think that's been the model that we've really been operating with. So that's our consideration, and we think that it's also a good time then for us to. I think in our last video we talked about how we're going to make this year a big focus on, developing our workshops, our instructions, our space to be really, really inclusive. So I think this move helps us and pushes us. It's as if the universe is trying to push us further in that direction. Yeah, so we're going to return largely to the focus that we had when we started Craft Atelier. Believe it or not, in 2018 when we started it, we actually agreed we want to do retail.
In fact, we didn't have a
we never
retail.
planned for retail. If anything, it was more of like if you take classes and then you need extra materials to go further with what you've learned in our classes, we would have a small selection of it to help you.
Either that or we'll send you to
someone to
stores.
buy. Yeah. So I think that allows us to kind of go back closer to what we started with, which is quality instruction, inclusive space, and we will still have a range of supplies and tools, but very limited and well curated. We will still continue to represent the brands that we have because they really produce quality weaving and spinning tools, and we want to be able to make those available to you and to support you. Like those of you who have bought from us, you would know if you have any challenges with your tools, you come back to us. We're always here to back up what we what we have recommended.
Yeah, it's just that our selection would be a bit more
Pre-orders. Maybe we may not carry as much stock as we currently do, so a little bit more weight for you to get equipment. But then again, also because equipment prices have gone up, so you may want some time to think through your purchase, like do a rental.
we're never the type to push purchases.
Yeah.
Like if you don't feel you really need that item, we are not likely to suggest you buy the item anyway.
Immediately.
Yeah.
We'll say like, why don't you come in, try it with ours, or like even if knitting needles, we have a set that people can sit here and knit for a while to get the feel of it. Because a lot of tools are personal preference.
Yeah, it's never a case of, oh, this is the best needles anyone can use. It's always a case
the best match
for you. So that would still remain our philosophy and our preference to introduce tools to customers.
So with that, I think it has also been helpful that this decision was made before our annual stocktake and spring cleaning, because then it made it possible for us to use this week. Actually, today is like the third day of the Chinese New Year. By right, we're closed, but we're back here to really look through and sort of begin decluttering our studio. We have actually been giving away a lot of things on Art Don't Throw, things that we know we are not likely to offer as much of in the coming years. So like paper crafting and stuff like that. We've been decluttering, and we've also been planning for a huge, what I call a huge HUAT inventory sale. Now HUAT because it's Chinese. Chinese New Year, you like to go HUAT ah. Yeah. So HUAT, basically I cannot read it out. So a HUAT inventory sale refers to help us actively trim inventory. We really need to trim down what we have. What you can see behind us, we are going to keep our equipment. I think we set up to make things accessible to people. Like you don't need to own the equipment in order to pick up the crafts. So we want to keep the equipment so that we can continue to serve that focus that we have. But what we want to clear a lot is the in-stock inventory from the retail section. So there will be 4 tiers of discount, 4 main tiers of discount. Okay, I should explain it because I need the math of it. So we have 20% discount for in-stock items that we are likely to still continue to offer, whether in our classes or you'll be able to come in and buy it at our new space. We are just offering a 20% discount because the more you buy off us now, the less we have to pack and carry to the new space. Yeah, so it's to just help us save our moving costs. Then there's the next tier of discount is a 30% discount. Again, in-stock items only. These are items that we are likely to reduce the range and the quantity that we will keep in the new space. Yeah, so then these will be 30% discount because we feel that these are items that we may only offer on pre-order going forward. So if you want to get it now. Then for items that we are not very likely to carry in the new space, maybe because they are crafts that we are not likely to continue offering workshops for,
or too specialized for the
way too specialized. So I think an example would be like some of the felting stuff that we have, we would want to clear it. So that would be 40% discount. Again, it has to be in stock. Okay, so none of this discount applies to a pre-order because at this point we don't really want to take any more pre-orders because we just want to have less to do. We do have also clearance prices. That means that the discounts way more than 40%. These are for items that again you have to be in stock. So these are items that suppliers no longer produce, but we still have stock for. So they are discontinued by suppliers. Or these are items that we are pretty sure we're not going to be offering, whether in the future on pre-order basis or anything. We just want to clear it. Yeah, because they're probably so specialized that it's kind of a very limited audience. That
either too specialized, or it could be we found suppliers who can supply us several items and not just that one item that we used to get from one supplier.
Yeah.
So we can collate our orders better. Yeah.
So just need to know that consignment items are not included. So you will know that we sell yarns like Pakokiti Fibers, Hungry for Yarns. So our consignment, so these are partners who put their products here to sell. These we don't offer sales on them. Yeah, I think just to be fair, we want to respect the pricing framework for these partners that we work with. We do not want to heavily undercut them because they also have their own online shops that they sell at. So these will not be on sale. If there are any things that we offer on sale that some other yarn shops actually carry, it's really because those are our inventory. Yeah, we're not trying to like underprice anybody. We're just trying to clear what we have because we really don't expect to be carrying so much of it in the coming years. Yeah. So those are the discount. So if you want to get anything from our shop, the discounts will be on the website. So when you go to the website, the prices will already reflect the discount. Yeah, all the prices will be updated tomorrow. And yes, the discounts are on the new prices. Yeah. So then the other thing that we have done for the sale in particular, we wanted to introduce a little bit of fun to it. And also because one of the items that we have a lot of are project bags. And we probably intend to reduce down the range that we have as well. So those special items are our HUAT, our Fukubukuro lucky bags. Yeah. So it's really much inspired by the Japanese merchants at the start of the year. They will have
Go
these
to a shopping center.
grab bags.
Yeah, grab bags. They're all mysterious. You have no idea what's inside.
Like blind box,
Yeah.
but in shopping form. Yes. So except our blind box are not really that blind because you would see the bag.
Yeah.
So our Kuro sets are made up of project bags. So the bag you can recognize. So for example, this is a project bag from Knit Pro. This is a project bag from Atelier. We also have project bags that are like our hand-woven, profiteer hand-woven.
And then from Atelier, because we did bring in a number of pouches, so you have the snaps, you also
And-
have the zippers.
Yes, and you also have, of course, the Atelier case. So what is then the mystery? Okay, each of this project bag, when you come in, they are already pre-stuffed with a bag, a mystery bag of yarns. You cannot switch yarn bags, okay? They are already stuffed with the appropriate yarn bag that would fit inside them. So they are all stuffed. You can see they're stuffed in various degrees. Some cannot fit so well, it may stick out a bit. But what we do is we will label the yarn bags.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bag of yarns is always labeled with like what yarn it is. So for example, can do maybe do this one. So it would say like what is the range, you call that the type of yarn you're getting. So in this case, it's Katia bulky cotton. It will tell you how many balls or what's the weight of the yarn that you're getting. So this is like 3 times 50 grams because this is such a small bag. You cannot really stuff that much yarn into it. But so what is mystery to you is the colorway. But we promise you we have matched. You either get all is the same colorway, or if there isn't sufficient to make up the quantity, we would have given you a mix of colors that go well together. Yeah. We try to make them so that they're all to some, like the quantity you get is sufficient for a project. You're not going to be like shocked. Yeah. There are some that will be enough to make a whole top. There will be some that's enough to make a scarf or shawl, but it's all indicated. So you would know. So what then would be the price of this bag? Basically, you pay for the bag. So in this case, this particular bag, for example, I don't have the price tag on it. So let's say if this Knit Pro bag was 40, whatever. Okay, I know the price of this one. Okay, so for example, this hand woven bag is 40. We were selling it for $40. So for $40, you will just take this and the yarns that's inside. And the yarns that's inside is definitely worth more than the amount that you probably be paying for the bag. That's what we're trying to do. So you definitely get a good deal. So in this case, there you go. So you just buy and you basically have a project bag so that you can start the project inside. If you need tools to start the project, then like whether crochet hook or needles, then you have to buy them using our discount, like our usual just now the 4th-tier kind of discount, because we don't know what kind of project you're gonna do, so we don't want to pre-pack it with tools. So yeah, so this is like the fun bit of this shopping sale, and this is while stocks last. We don't have a lot. I think every bag we have like maybe max is like we have 4 pieces, and then the yarns are also different. So like what you may have like 2 bags that's the same this size, but the yarns inside might not be the same. Yeah. So it's just for this is only in stock. So the Fukubukuro bags will not be online. Yeah, because it's a bit too hard to list it online. So these only in stock. So please come to the store if you would like to purchase them. Yeah, I think that is. In terms of workshops, we will probably not be releasing new workshop dates for a while because we're trying to settle the moving and we can't need to know the moving timeline. Yeah, that's about it for now. I think coming to the end of this video, I think we just want to thank our partners who have walked this journey with us, especially Chalk and Pencil, our art partner. They have really lived through all the changes in workshop arrangements because of the challenges they're having in the buildings. Their workshops were the most disrupted because they're here the most for workshops. So we really appreciate the team of teachers for being able to roll with the punches. Really, like we didn't want to bring this upon anybody, but they will have been really patient with us. We are very thankful for them. We've also had partners who knew about our struggles, regulars who knew about our struggles with the building, and who have lent their listening ears.
Yes.
They've heard us
And given
like,
their suggestions for how to
yes,
resolve the issue
Yes.
or
and some of them with like networks, like who have know people who can help deal with some of the issues. They have brought these friends or connections in to just give us advice or to even help resolve, like to help us address some of these issues or offered to help us address some of these issues. We're really thankful for them. We're very thankful for the community that we built up, who have helped. Like I think in the since the start of January when the first incident happened, I think those of you who have been here in this space a lot in January would have realized we were really very frustrated and at our wits' end. And we're not the type of people who want to like just say we give up, and we just like accept fate. We're not. But there were so many times I think we were so close to just saying, and they were there for us the whole time. So we're really thankful for all of them who have lent their expertise, their time, their years, or just like come in and just give us a pat on the back and say, "Come on, you get through this." Yeah, we're very grateful for that. And so if you're wondering where we're moving to, we actually don't have that information because
rather we have no confirmation
Yeah.
of the information.
negotiations and a lot of paperwork are underway, so we can't share the details until everything is cast in stone. But we for sure will want to share it with you as soon as we can. So maybe in our next chatting with Atelier, we'll be able to show you where we're going. We're not sure. We really are not sure because there is also, like Huyan said very early at the start of the video, it may also be a possibility that we don't have a permanent space. We just have a temporary space where we'll run Robin's workshop, and then we'll figure out game plan then. But I think we've agreed. Both of us have talked through this, and we agreed that that still gives more certainty than being in a building where like we do not know when the next water seepage will happen. Yeah, we rather be in a situation where we have a little bit more control. Yeah, and so that's that. So remember, please, if you have appreciated our content, enjoyed our content, and you have appreciated what we've done for each and every one of you, then do please come and shop. we rarely ask people to shop, but please come and shop at our HUAT inventory sale, because the more inventory we clear, the less we have to pack. And given that our moving timeline is like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, we have to clear out. We really need all the help we can get to reduce what we have. So yeah, this will make good Valentine's Day gift.
It will be a nice gift.
Yeah, Valentine's Day gift, birthday gift.
Any day gift.
Yeah,
You don't need a special occasion for gift.
yeah. Just don't get it and give it back to us, because we don't want to sort things at this point. We're really trying to declutter. So yeah. Oh yes, and we will probably have a last community night hurrah. The plan now is to have it on the 28th of February. It'll be the last community night we will host here, because March will be moving month. So 28th of February, if you are in town, if you are free, you may want to pencil out the date and just come and have a blast. Yes, 28th of February. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. Again, have a happy New Year.
This
Long
New Year,
Ma Jing Shen.
this New Year, everybody gets a long weekend.
Yeah,
So,
after the long rest, I hope you're all Long Ma Jing Shen. Long what else? Never mind. Okay.